The Louis Vuitton Tambour Steel is a timepiece that boasts exceptional quality and design at all levels. I've seen it, I've held it, I was actually blown away with what I've seen. But for many die-hard watch collectors, there is this lingering question that says, does Louis Vuitton as a brand name enhances or detracts from horology? The reason why I think about this question is, you've got a watch on the wrist, high finishing, that says Louis Vuitton. Would you wear it as a die-hard collector?
Let's check the group. What's going on here? AP, offshore.
2015, I got it when I was in Hong Kong, and I was invited to an AP event. Yeah, and they just suggested this for me at that time.
We got AKA Mo.
What's up, man? How's it
What's
going?
up? What's going on?
With the big old cola.
That's what's up. The birth year one.
Right?
Awesome.
As a passionate watch enthusiast, I appreciate the craftsmanship and innovation that goes into creating a remarkable timepieces. That's with no shadow of a doubt. I also like the diversification in collecting watches. If you guys been watching the channel for some time, you know, for me, it was the Rolex hype, and then it was AP, and then it was Patek, and then I started looking at other things, Moser, Urwerks, and Lange. And from my perspective, that's how it should be. You should diversify. Perhaps you're someone like me who's aesthetically drawn to how a watch feels on the wrist, like it's got to be thin, etc. Or maybe you're someone who's a diehard of complication. Regardless what it is, brand diversification is important. It's just fun like that. So when Louis Vuitton put together this very intimate gathering, the place is literally next level. I've not seen anything like that. It seemed like Santorini. I think it's even better than the real Santorini if you've ever been. Hand-picked people, other watch collectors. And it was just interesting. And the way they curated everything from Louis Vuitton, of course, is many things, right? So we talk about the leather goods, the luxury clothing, and that was all there. But they also had this very interesting section that's all to do with watches. Louis Vuitton watches? Really? When I say watches, I'm talking about like, I'm actually shocked and surprised by the level of finishing and quality. This ain't no just fashion brand trying to pull a watch move on us, right? They really make some interesting pieces, and the quality, honestly, I've seen things that I couldn't wrap my head around, right? I couldn't even compare them to dedicated watchmakers, watch brands that only focus on watches and tie luxury to luxury watches as well. Just look at the spin time and its fascinating display for world time. This thing dates back to 2007, created by Michael Navas and Enrio Barbini. The level of creativity and execution and quality to put something like that together is crazy. I've not seen any watch brand do something like that.
Crazy. The way how it changes the city, flips all the disc over here.
Don't go with your head there. Let me take you to Coco. We'll go in. No, you loved it.
That's quite cool.
This amount, whatever you tell me.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
See, you saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, you've got two cubes that simultaneously and instantly jump. The previous hour cube disappears and the current hour cube appears after 60 minutes. It's done in a way where it's so swift. It's like a firm motion, right? Like, and it's precise. And you hear that soothing click as well, you know? You know what I mean? If you like watches, you know that sound. Then the previous hour cube disappears and the current hour cube appears after 60 minutes in a swift, firm motion to showcase the new time zone in another city. So this world timer is not the topic of today's video, and I'm just giving you a quick walkthrough. But to speak two more sentences about it, it's made out of dolphin dial colors, right? And it comes in many variations. One of them is actually an onyx dial. So they said, just for the fun of it, yes, they're trendy, let's throw in an onyx dial. I thought Rolex was top on onyx dials, but the way LV had executed that onyx dial is crazy. And that's just one of many other variations. They've got a Malacat dial that one collector there was educating me about, and so many other options. The one that I nearly walked out with was this Tambour Steel, which is just truly undeniably impressive. And it speaks to me specifically because it's a thin case. It's just 8.3 millimeter thickness. It feels like if a Lange Odysseus would have a younger brother, that's what it would look like. Yes, it misses the taper on the bracelet. It would have been better. That was also my comment there. But apart from that, and looking at the price point, it's not just impressive from looking at the dial, but when you flip it over as well, its movement showcases a blend of traditional techniques such as this perlage on the main plate, alongside the high-quality modern finishing on this micro sun-blasted bridge. It's thin, it's elegant, and it's damn sexy, man. But there was one problem, and that problem was the name itself, Louis Vuitton on the dial.
I got problems, gotta solve them. They keep talking, I don't know them. I don't need that, don't owe them. I just make.
Despite the merits, a brand that is renowned for luxury fashion rather than horology, you can't ignore the fact that it raises concern for me, right? Because I spoke in the past about not wearing fashion brands for watches, but this is different. I don't have issues wearing their shoes or some of their leather goods, but when it comes to their watches, right? And I spoke in the past about wearing fashion brand, I might have classified even back in the days Louis Vuitton as a fashion brand. Their quality and movements and complication will not allow me to label them as a fashion brand when it comes to watches. I think that's going to change now. Many question, including myself, the legitimacy of a brand lacking deep-rooted watchmaking heritage to just jump on and absolutely kill the game. It almost felt like you should move the name Louis Vuitton from the middle of the dial to somewhere else, or abbreviate it, or say made by LV, for example. That would have made all the difference in the world, you know. I never thought the name would have the same weight as the quality of the watch and how it's made and the level of craftsmanship. Like, on one side, I absolutely love this watch. From another side, it's the name. In a market where provenance and tradition hold significant weight, can a fashion powerhouse like Louis Vuitton truly establish themselves as a credible watchmaker? Even with all of these impressive timepieces, these amazing creations that they're putting out, I think LV's primary association with luxury goods, for how we know them for the longest time, it's eating up from its horological achievements. That's just my thinking. For me, this Louis Vuitton Tambour Steel presents a conundrum. On one side, you've got the quality and craftsmanship, but from another side, as a watch collector, I feel like the brand name's association with luxury deters me away as a watch collector from it. That's what I think. My openness about exploring watches and getting into new brands and what's not may perhaps allow me to mask that name out, and perhaps this Tambour Steel would be my first LV ever. Maybe. We're yet to see that. That's it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Had you bought this watch? Had you tried it on? Have you seen it in person? Did you experience what I'm talking about? Is the name important to you? Drop me a comment down below. Catch you on the next one. Take care.
I got problems, gotta solve them. They keep talking, I don't know them. I don't need that, don't owe them. I just make connection like a modem. Let me turn up. I got problems, gotta solve them. They keep talking, I don't know them. I don't need that, don't owe them. I just make connection.